Hey everyone, it's Reagan Black and I'm back with some more inspiration for your writing journey. I wanted to bring you a quote today from John Wooden, and we use this quote. It's an excellent quote. I'm sure you've probably heard it, but we use this quote in Get Those Ideas Out of Your Head. Cynthia Bazin and I chose this quote to help us focus on how to maximize our productivity, okay? And the quote is, "It's the little details that are vital. Little things make big things happen." And I want to encourage you to just think about that quote, and as we apply it to our writing, books don't come out just complete and finished instantly, all right? It takes small efforts or big efforts, all of that combined, but it's usually the small efforts and the details that will bring a book to life and to completion, okay? Now, so I wanted to share a couple things with you about that. First of all, I think consistency. People underrate consistency. They're like, oh, well, I'll squeeze in the writing when I have time. I'll just do it whenever. I'll just wedge that into my schedule when it's convenient. And I think it's very important to be deliberate and consistent with your writing time. If you only have 15 minutes a day to write, if you're consistent with that, let's call that 15 minutes a little detail. If you're consistent with that little detail, it will grow and make something big happen in the form of a book or a completed project, okay? So it's really important to make time and really emphasize consistency. And there's a couple reasons. Number one, when you're consistent with your time frame, you train your brain to use that time to your advantage. It's like, oh, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. This is the time when we write for 15 minutes. And as you make that a habit, as you get consistent about that effort, your brain will start to work with you and make that time even more effective, okay? So it's the little details. And the other tip I want to share with you is, where are you writing, okay? What's your environment? Sometimes the little details of your environment can make a big difference, okay? Not all of us have an office. Not all of us have dedicated space. But if and it may take some trial and error to find a place where, if you've got 15 minutes or 5 hours, that time is most effective. And you can find yourself, there are things you can do to make that space conducive to writing, to kind of clue yourself in. You know, so if you've got, maybe you take an hour in the evening after dinner to go write, to clue yourself in, to kind of tune out the rest of the world. Maybe you take your earbuds and your headphones and your laptop or notebook, whatever you write with. Or maybe you brew yourself a cup of tea. Whatever that signal is, maybe you light a candle or you know, something like that. Whatever your signal is to clue you in that this is your writing time can help that writing time be very effective. So that's a little detail that can have big results, all right? So just a quick recap, 2 things that can make a big difference in your writing are being consistent with your time, whether you've got 15 minutes, an hour, or an entire day. Maybe you only have 1 day a week when you can devote a big chunk of time to your writing. Be consistent. Don't overbook that time. Protect it, okay? I think it's better if you can write a little bit every day. I work better that way. You've got to find out what works for you. And then make sure that your environment is conducive. Give yourself at least one clue that this is your writing time. You know, a lot of us, you know, I joke that it's all about my coffee, but you know, whatever your writing time is, if you have a cup of coffee, brew yourself some tea, put on the same music, you know, something that works for you, that just helps you sink into that time faster, you will see bigger results, okay? So those are just a couple tips today to help with your writing journey. Again, I'm Reagan Black. You can find out all about my books, fiction and nonfiction. And if you need more help with your writing journey, be sure to reach out to me at reaganblack.com. All the details are in the description. Thanks so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful writing adventure. Bye.